Yay! Woo! Yay! I'm only kidding. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us here today. Today is an exciting day in the city of Antioch. And so we're proud to be celebrating in this important opportunity with our small businesses and our members of the Chamber of Commerce. So this is an exciting time. My name is Hernandez-Thorpe, proud mayor of the greatest city God ever created, and that's the city of Antioch. So we're here in February of 2023. Come on up. Are you a small business? Yes. Oh, they're coming. The small businesses are coming. So we're here in February of 2023, and some of our small businesses are still feeling the economic pinch of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Antioch, there are still small businesses that are under water as a result of deferred rental payments. So we have to help them. This is one small example of the many horrifying stories that are crippling some of our local small businesses here in town. And I don't think anything I'm saying is inaccurate, right? You must not be hearing me. I don't think anything I'm saying is inaccurate. Okay, all right. Because we could take the money back and just put it somewhere. And of course, we also cannot ignore other realities, like inflation, the challenges around homelessness in our community, and violent crime, as we've seen horrible images throughout the Bay Area of smash and grab theft of retailers. The good news for Antioch, and the good news for all of our businesses here in Antioch, is that in the last 2 years, overall violent crime in Antioch has been lower, since my time as being mayor, has been lower than at any time between 2013 and 2020. We're also literally weeks away from launching the first 24-hour non-police crisis response team in Contra Costa County, and opening our first transitional housing complex to serve as an additional resource for folks who are living on our streets. So we've got a lot coming that's going to increase our overall quality of life, but also help you directly as small businesses. Of all of these things together will have a profound impact not only on small businesses, but all businesses in the city of Antioch. But there is still more to do, and that's why we're here today. According to Stanford University's Institute for Economic Policy Research, the number of active small businesses in the United States dropped by 3.3 million in 2020 as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. This was the largest drop in small business on record, which had a profound impact on all business sectors. African American businesses were hit especially hard, experiencing a 41% drop. Latino businesses fell by 32%, and Asian business owners dropped by 26%, while immigrant business owners experienced substantial losses of 36%. And of course, female-owned businesses were also disproportionately hit by 25%. At the time, Stanford's Institute of Economic Policy and Research said that these losses may have longer-term ramifications for joblessness and economic inequality. In anticipation, last year my colleagues and I set aside $2.5 million for small businesses here in the city of Antioch, specifically for small business entrepreneurship, facade improvements, and upgrades, and small business grants. In addition, we provided an additional $100,000 to the Antioch Chamber of Commerce towards their SBIC program, which Daniel Sohn, the Chamber CEO, will discuss shortly. But first, I'd like to invite Kwame Reed, our Economic Development Director, to discuss these funding opportunities. Director Reed has been with the city of Antioch for 4.5 years. He has had a career that spans over 28 years in the public sector, with 21 years working for cities in eastern Contra Costa County. He has a degree in city and regional planning from Cal Poly. Yeah, you're still young.
I'm still young. Okay.
Relax. All right, relax. And he has a degree in city and regional planning from Cal Poly State University in San Luis Obispo. So we're excited to have such quality people working in our city. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Mr. Reed. But before then, because we are a city of inclusiveness. Did I ruin your sound? No, okay, good. Because we are a city of inclusiveness, and we recognize that we have a large community that does not speak English. Así que aquí estamos en febrero de 2023 y algunas de nuestras pequeñas empresas aún sienten el impacto económico de la pandemia de COVID-19. En Antioch todavía hay pequeños negocios que están hundidos por el impacto del pago de la renta. Tenemos que ayudar a esas empresas. Este es un pequeño ejemplo de las muchas historias horribles que han paralizado a algunas de nuestras pequeñas empresas locales. Y por supuesto, tampoco podemos ignorar otras realidades como la inflación, los desafíos relacionados con la falta de vivienda y los delitos violentos que hemos visto imágenes horribles en toda el área de la bahía de robos de tiendas. La buena noticia para todas las empresas en Antioch es que en los últimos 2 años los delitos violentos en general en Antioch han sido más bajos desde mi época como alcalde que en cualquier otro momento entre el 2013 y el 2020. También estamos literalmente semanas de lanzar el primer equipo de respuesta a crisis no policial de 24 horas en el condado de Contra Costa y la apertura de nuestro primer complejo de viviendas de transición para servir como un recurso adicional para las personas que viven en nuestras calles. Todas estas cosas juntas tendrán un profundo no solo en las pequeñas empresas, pero en todas las empresas. Pero hay más que hacer y por eso estamos aquí ahora con estas empresas. Según el Instituto de Investigación de Pólizas Económicas de la Universidad de Stanford, la cantidad de pequeñas empresas activas en los Estados Unidos redució de 3.3 millones en el 2020 como resultado de la pandemia. Esta fue la mayor caída registrada en las pequeñas empresas de los Estados Unidos, que tuvo un impacto profundo en todos los sectores comerciales. Las empresas afroamericanas se vieron especialmente afectadas al experimentar una caída de 41%. Los dueños de negocios latinos cayeron por un 32% y los dueños de negocios asiáticos cayeron de 26%, mientras los dueños de negocios inmigrantes experimentaron pérdidas sustentables del 36%. Las empresas propiedad de mujeres también se vieron afectadas de manera desproporcionada en un 25%. En ese momento, el Instituto de Investigación de Política Económica de Stanford dijo que estas pérdidas pueden tener ramificaciones a más largo plazo para la pérdida de empleos y la desigualdad económica. El año pasado mis colegas y yo reservamos $2.5 millones para pequeñas empresas aquí en Antioch, especialmente para recursos para el del desarrollo. Además, proporcionamos 100,000 adicionales a la Cámara de Comercio de Antioch para su programa SBIC, que Daniel Sohn, director ejecutivo de la Cámara, analizará en breve. Pero primero me gustaría invitar a Kwame Reed, nuestro director del desarrollo económico, para hablar sobre estas oportunidades de financiamiento. El director Reed ha estado con la ciudad 4 años, tiene una carrera de 28 años en el sector público y 21 años sirviendo ciudades aquí en el este de Contra Costa. Tiene un título de Planificación Urbana y Regional de la Universidad Estatal Cal Poly en San Luis Obispo. Y con eso me gustaría presentar al director Reed para hablar más de estas oportunidades.
All right. Good morning, and thank you, Mayor, for the introduction. It gives me great pleasure to provide two exciting grant programs to Antioch-based small businesses designed to help with the continued recovery efforts from the COVID-19 pandemic. As the Mayor stated, he and the members of the Antioch City Council have allocated $1 million towards small business incentives, utilizing a portion of the city's American Rescue Plan Act funds, also known as ARPA funds. $500,000 will be allocated to small businesses in the form of grants that will provide grants to eligible small businesses ranging from $5,000 to $15,000. The grant amount is going to be dependent upon the total sales revenue that the business has realized in 2021. These funds can be used for overhead costs, rent relief, payment of back utilities, furniture and fixtures that aided with the safety protocols that were put in place, and other eligible expenses. I will not go into all of the eligible expenses because I don't want to miss any, but there will be a website that businesses can go and find out more about the program. Touching on just a few of the items that makes a business eligible, a business, of course, must reside in the city of Antioch, have no more than 25 employees, and can provide proof that they were negatively impacted. The second program is a Facade Upgrade Program. This program has also been allocated $500,000 to provide stores and shopping centers with the ability to be reimbursed for certain exterior upgrades. The grant amounts range from $5,000 to $25,000. For an example, an individual storefront that may be here in our Rivertown area could receive up to $5,000. A shopping center with 6 or more stores could receive up to $25,000. It's important to know this is a reimbursement program. The grant amount will cover up to 67% of eligible improvements. Eligible improvements for the Facade Upgrade Program include, but are not limited to, exterior paint, signage, awnings, and improved access. All improvements must be on the first floor or street level area. And those improvements for that are only for the first floor or street level. Please note that all contractors and subcontractors must be paid by prevailing wages. To assist with this program, the management of this program, the city is partnering with a group called the Forward Platform. The Forward team will handle application intake and the vetting process of the businesses. For more information about the grants, please visit antiochgrants.com. Once again, for more information about both grant programs, please visit antiochgrants.com. And with that, I will turn it back over to the mayor.
Okay, well, thank you. So later we'll do the countdown. But first, we're going to hear from our newest CEO of the Antioch Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Daniel Sohn, or the Honorable Daniel Sohn. For those that may not know, Daniel Sohn used to serve as a member of the City Council. I forget the city.
Haverhill, Florida.
Haverhill, Florida. And for those that may not know, when you're an elected official, you will forever hold the title Honorable. So this is the Honorable Daniel Sohn.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor Thorpe. Good morning. I'm Daniel Sohn, and I serve proudly as the President and CEO of the Antioch Chamber of Commerce and as the National President to the U.S. Business Consortium. I'd like to thank Mayor Thorpe, the City of Antioch, specifically, and Economic Development Director Kwame Reed, as well as Tina Tran and her team over at the Forward Platform for including the Chamber of Commerce as an economic partner, as our three organizations partner together to offer and market programs that will benefit small businesses in the city of Antioch, funded by, partially, the American Rescue Plan Act, also known as ARPA. I'd also like to briefly recognize the business owners here in attendance who are seeking to apply for these grants. If you're a business owner wanting to apply for this round, raise your hand. That's fantastic. Fantastic. We thank you for being here today. But I would like to highlight two specific business owners that have joined us. Please help me welcome Janet Helton, owner of Contra Costa Janitorial Services, and Magdalena Saucedo from Keep You Neat Cleaners. If Magdalena, come stand next to me. Yes. In addition to all of the businesses that raised their hand, these two business owners were affected heavily by COVID-19 pandemic. We are excited that they are joining us here today and that they continue to choose the City of Antioch as their place to do business. Lastly, I'd like to recognize the Chamber's Board Chair, Maribel Bronco, who is the branch manager at Travis Credit Union, the Chamber's trusted financial institution. Travis Credit Union partnered last August with the Chamber of Commerce to launch the Small Business Investment Center, a 3-year business pilot program based right here in Antioch. The mayor alluded to that in November of 2022, the City of Antioch City Council shared unanimous consensus and directed city staff to bring to council a recommendation this year for a $25,000 match grant investment dollars from qualifying ARPA funds to support the success of the Small Business Investment Center and the program participants participating in the program. And today I'm proud to announce that soon city staff will be bringing to council that recommendation, making the Chamber of Commerce also one of the first participants this cycle of ARPA dollars. We're really excited about that possibility. And lastly, I'd like to emphasize, as the mayor alluded to, that new businesses are launched by women, entrepreneurs of color, LGBTQ plus people, and U.S. veterans at a faster rate than others. Many of these businesses were launched over the last 2 years during the COVID-19 pandemic. And although these businesses are launched by these constituencies at faster rates, they are also often these same constituencies that lack equitable access to loan capital, expert guidance, and a business support network. The City of Antioch, the Forward Platform, and the Antioch Chamber of Commerce are leading the way to ensure that all who want to do business can. So if you are interested in applying for a grant, visit AntiochGrants.com. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for pointing that out, that women are the backbone of small businesses in our country. And so it's so critically important that we continue to tear down barriers and create equitable access. This past weekend, I had the opportunity of celebrating 20 years of service by Grace Bible Fellowship here in Antioch. 20 years serving the community, 20 years breaking barriers, to starting in a small hair salon, to now being one of the largest congregations here in eastern Contra Costa County. But that's not why we're here. Pastor Smith has dual roles. Well, many roles. He's a father, he's a husband, he's a pastor in our local community, but he's also a small business owner. He is the owner of Solid Rock Cafe, who was one of our recipients last year? Yes, 2 years ago for our first round of funding. And so I'm going to invite Pastor Smith to share a few, what we like to say in church, a little testimony about the impact of these funds. Pastor Smith.
To the mayor and city council, Kwame Reed, and all those that helped to keep a small business like the Solid Rock Cafe open and alive, I want to say thank you. We opened in October of 18, and for 16 months we had fantastic success. Silver spoon, if you will. It just seemed like things would continue to escalate. COVID hit, and for a restaurant that does live entertainment and things of that nature, to go from not having any diners and now relying on DoorDash, Grubhub, was devastating, especially when they take such a large portion of the funds in which you receive. But that being primarily your only source of income, Realistically, we thought we would close, and we were day by day. 10 to 13 of my friends that were businesses next door, all the way down the street, across the street, went out of business, and many of them we had very close relationships with. So when you're in a business and you're day by day not knowing if you're going to be here, we received enough help from to-go, orders or whatever the case may be, to stay open, but not enough to get ahead. And that's kind of been our plight the last few years. So we were pleasantly encouraged when this grant presented itself, and even more encouraged when we received it. Obviously, it didn't fix every problem, but it allowed us to stay open another month. So we're excited to be a source of encouragement to other businesses, especially when times are tough. We know things are turning around. They're actually turning around for us even as we speak. But I'm excited to have another opportunity to receive support, and then also to be a source of encouragement to other businesses, to know if you can just hold on a little bit longer, and with a little help with someone helping your hands up or lifting your hands up, you got a real good chance to find success. So once again, thank you all very much, and look forward to this round of funding, helping not just Solid Rock, but helping so many other businesses. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And there are a lot of small businesses here with us today whose stories I hear, whether they've contacted me privately or called me and said, and as the mayor, you own everybody's challenges. You own everybody's challenges, and you try to help as much as possible. So I hope that this is one small way we can help. So what we're going to do next is we're going to launch the application, and then everybody will be free to apply as they wish. So we're going to do our countdown. 5. Oh, you want to get a video?
I want to get a video.
It's historic. This is historic. Don't look the other way like you don't know who we are. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good.
What are you in college?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm taking New York right now. I went to LMC.
Okay.
And then I'm transferring to culinary school.
Oh, good for you. He was one of our. We had the program with Parents Connected, and we used to mentor a large cohort of young African American men. Wow. And he was one of our mentees.
Wow.
And so we're proud of you, young man. Keep doing good work. All right, so we're ready to. So who are we?
Antioch!
Who are we?
Antioch!
All right, so we're going to do the countdown. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
It's not connected. Not connected.
Start over.
Oh, wait.
This is like when they launched the Obamacare. They couldn't get the damn website to work.
That's true. I'm going to try that one more time. My apologies.
What was that?
Okay, let's
All
try
right.
the countdown again.
Who are we?
Antioch!
Who are we?
Antioch!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We had to do it in Spanish. All right, it's official. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us here today.
We can help walk you guys through the application if you guys need help, okay? Come visit the